next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
Looking at the starting five for USA. Jaren Jackson is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Young. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Here's Young after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson, a screen on Doncic. Young drives in. He dishes it to Jackson. Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate. Oh, sir! Come on. I don't have to say the decibel level just flows about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
And, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Team World.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game, with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fame.
Young dishes to Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. His first miss, now 3 or 4 from the field. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Team World. He is blown away by some of the young talent out there. But he feels like some individuals aren't taking the game as seriously as they need to. He said it's not just about the Rising Stars game. It's about the game overall. Respecting your team's goals and making sure you're accountable every moment. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg, and it gets everyone in the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
And now the first time out called here for Team World.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And USA with some changes. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Jackson. Sexton comes in for John Morant. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Trae Young. Pass to Mikhailuk from deep three-point range. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
The defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Tries to keep it alive. And stolen by Wagner. Rogers outside. From the arc. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Wagner.
The tenacity on the interior just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now, none. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Here's Mikhailov. Passes to Doncic. Into the lane. Softly drops in the floater.
And this game literally has been wide open. As wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Here's Nunn. Nailed from three-point land.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pass to Bridges. Got a piece of it. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Washington. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Sexton. Back to Washington. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Doncic outside. Just beyond the clock. And the layup.
The main weapon in Doncic's attack. He really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of it.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for USA. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back to the showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
And the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
R.J. Barrett is out there with Gilgeous Alexander. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. 4 on the clock. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
And for USA, Rick Pascal out there with Sexton. Then there's Williamson. Then there's Devontae Green. And it's Morant in at the 2 spot. Here's Graham. Here's Williamson. The shot, no good. And Team World will come the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. And he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Morant. Misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Trae Young, he's checked in for USA. Barrett against Williamson. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Young, no good.
you know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Clark for three. Graham with the rebound. USA trails by 3. Young looking around. Haskell with the screen on Hachimura. The pass to basket. And they're pushing it up. Denied by Moya.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game.
Graham with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Hung outside. Can they get it? Bangs on the trifecta. Young's got the game tied up here for USA.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
And here's Barrett. He has 6. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clark sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So quick and decisive. Barrett's speed and fearlessness is hard to match up against when you're defending.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Team World. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for USA. Bridges comes in for Devontae Graham. He doesn't get the second one.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hachimura. Clark trying to get open. And that one's good. Hachimura. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Team World.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Haskell with the steal. Young finds Pascal. Shoots from the block. So they take the lead. And USA leads by 1.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those balls.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for USA.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Sexton, he's checked in for USA. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Young. The open look here for Sexton. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Mykhailiuk passes to Wagner. Doncic looking it over. That one falls.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic is court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. Nelly is checked in for Clark. Here's Gunn. Doncic with the block.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponents.
There's a screen by Washington. There's the lob to the hoop. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded close. Here's Buckner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And he's good on the second. USA trails by 3. Sexton attacking. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Doncic passes to Barrett. Wide open. They get it back. Pass to Buckner. And here's Barrett. Team World needs to get off a shot. Kept alive. Here's Buckner. And at last, they get one to fall. Buckner's got 5 now.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Team World leads by just 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. The Rising Stars Challenge already proving to be a favorite this weekend. Kenny and Shaq are here. I'm Ernie Jones. Well, guys, in a contest like the Rising Stars game, where these players have free reign to cut loose and be as creative as they want to be, we're seeing just how talented this young group is. Some of the plays made in that first half were astonishing on both sides. What a game we've got on our hands.
Well, this Rising Star game is kind of a glimpse of what we're going to see in the future. Pull out your crystal ball and you got to see the stars of the future. This game has a little extra kick, a little extra energy over most others. I love it.
This game will really increase the national visibility for some of those young guys. If you dominate in the Rising Star game, people take notice. We've already seen some incredible. I expect the energy in the second half will only increase, baby. Trust me.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
Here's Doncic. He has 6. We've got Gilgeous Alexander. RJ Barrett is out there with Hachimura. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Doncic against Young. And Doncic gets it to go. 8 points for him.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
And for USA, Bridges out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's John Morant. And it's Young. And it's Jackson in at the center.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Morant, no good on the free throw.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
And he goes in for the top.
But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Gilgeous Alexander surveying the D. For three, Barrett. That one doesn't go. So USA will take it the other way. Gilgeous Alexander against Morant.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Doncic finds Gilgeous Alexander. A floater. It's hauled in by USA. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight for the lead. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
For USA, they've shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Okogie's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And then for USA, P.J. Washington, he's checked in for John Jackson. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Miles Bridges. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the strike, he's going to cash in more than not.
It's Gilgeous Alexander with the drive. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for USA. Now Young. He's got 7. No good with the layup. And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, the moment Luka gets loose now, his shot is off. Great quick release for the big guy.
Passes it to Washington. Back to Young. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Up top, Doncic. Graham defending. And it's Doncic missing.
That is the tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Morant. Good team by Gilgeous Alexander.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Now USA with it. It's a 1-point game. Here's Young. He's got 10. And the layup is good. Young's got 12.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. He lobs it up. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and it'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
For USA, they've gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. And USA with some changes. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Colin Sexton comes in for Young. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Morant. Good on both.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
The drive by Doncic. He gets it in there. Now here's Green. Outside, Sexton. He wants up the alley-oop pass. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, nice job that time by P.J. Washington to knock down the shot after setting the screen.
Team World trails by 3. Doncic passes to Melo. Here's a Kobe. Tries a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Wagner. That shot missing.
Well, I'll tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Sexton attacking. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And just solid at driving to the rim. When Sexton is on the attack, it just creates problems for the defense.
In a moment, now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for USA.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And Team World making a change here. Barrett's checked in, and USA also making a switch. Bridges checks in, driving the lane, and it's blocked.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
1:03 left here in the third quarter. And Sexton slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
USA leading by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Dunn. No good that time. Nice D from Doncic. Pass to Wagner. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
If those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
None. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. USA ahead. They lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. Tonight, none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game. And that excitement comes out onto the court.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of
Oh, my goodness. What's up? see some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Morant, no good on the free throw. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Team World. Trailing by 5. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Young against Doncic. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop him. Barrett wide open, he fires. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. USA leading by 3. Morant with it. Headshot off, and Team World will come the other way. Hachimura with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound, and there's the pass to Barrett. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. There wants to get better following up the catch.
So it's USA now. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And Young, here we go. And stolen by Williamson. Hung outside. There's a screen by Washington. And it's Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Teardrop shot, and Doncic gets it to go.
Man, they ain't cheating in, boy. I don't know what.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Team World. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for USA. And here's Morant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Washington with the dunk.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball was right there.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 4-12 from the floor. Rebound by Team World. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hachimura down low. Working on Williamson. Morant, right side. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
It's Clark with the rebound. Doncic outside. And Eric Pascal picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's Team World with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Morant. Washington, great positioning on the putback. Washington's got it all tied up now for USA.
Stick-to-itiveness, folks. That's what you see in Washington, and I love it. This guy attacks the glass.
And it's Clark with the jam.
So now, And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make it a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And finished off by Grant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
It just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Team World?
For mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Both free throws good from Morant.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
In the corner, Barrett with it. No good with the triple. Barrett's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Morant outside. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And that one's good by Clark.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Morant against Doncic. Graham gets a wide open look. Got it. A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Team World. And they double up Doncic. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Morant. Driving in. Yes!
How about the authority from Morant? Like the way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Derek Kester, he's checked in for USA. Sexton comes in for Miles Bridges. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the quick three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
It's Morant with the drop. No good that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Team World calls time here. They're down by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
You got it. know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now Young. Williams with a screen on Doncic. And he's throwing up for the alley-oop. Oh, and he's getting away the alley-oop. To be good play defensively. And we're going to overtime. And riveting defensive play to keep them alive. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So, Team World's 5 right now. Chimera out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Shane Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Bridges, he's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. Here's Doncic. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williamson with the point.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you are, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
And the dunk by Williamson. That gives him a double-double on this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And Team World calls time here. And it's Team World with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Williamson. Doncic against Young.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Williamson is screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And finds Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. It's a combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength. Just so weak.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Love that dish down low.
And USA making a change here. Graham's checked in. That's good from Wagner.
Yeah, terrific handle. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
The USA calls time here. They're up by 1. 1:36 left to play in the first overtime. Now left to the wing. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Luka Doncic.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent finish. came through there and capitalized and stopped.
And that one misses. Team World trails by 3. Up top, Doncic. Green defending. Here's Barrett. And it's good off the back rim and in.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Goes to Bridges. Holds it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Doncic. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
Morant surveying the D. And so Doncic will bring it up for Team World. And Team World calls time here. They trail by 2. 29 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for USA. Here's Doncic. Off the left rim and out. And an intentional foul right there. We're on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a two-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
As the Gilgis here with 10. Ryan Williamson traps the miss. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton? A crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits the three. The USA calls time here. They're in front by 2. 8 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. And they will stop the clock, so there's a foul. That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those screens.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander, and it falls.
Confident shooter from deep. When you give Gilgeous Alexander space to pull the trigger, he's not going to hesitate.
So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. This really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.